Hi, today I'm going to be showing you some of the ways that you can clean between your teeth using interdental aids. Toothbrushing alone is not enough to maintain your oral health, so it is important that you also clean the plaque between your teeth, as it is very easy for harmful bacteria to accumulate in these areas. Fortunately, there are many tools that we can use, so you can choose one that suits you and that you are most comfortable with. However, if you have difficulty with one method, you can try other methods, as they are all designed to help remove plaque and debris. The first interdental aid I'll be demonstrating the correct use of is dental floss, which you are probably familiar with. Floss is recommended for people who have small spaces between their teeth and no recession. The specific method of flossing that I'll be using today is called the spool method. Begin by removing 30 centimeters of floss like so and wrapping it between your index fingers. You can use your thumb fingers and your pointer fingers to help guide the floss in and out of the interdental spaces. Begin by seesawing the floss into the interdental space and wrapping it around the tooth in a C shape. Move up and down and move on to the adjacent tooth. Move up and down, making sure to wrap completely around the tooth so that you don't traumatize the gums underneath, and seesaw out. Unwrap some floss and seesaw into the next interdental space and wrap around the tooth. Move up and down, move up and down, and seesaw out. Remember that floss is single use only, so you will need to discard of it after you have finished. The next aid I'll be demonstrating today is called an interdental wood stick, which should be used by people who have medium to large spaces between their teeth. For many people, it is easier to use than floss. I've only got a toothpick with me today, but the principle remains largely the same. Begin by wetting the wood stick with saliva and inserting it into the interdental space. Make sure that the pointed end is facing up and the flat edge is facing towards the gum. Move it into the interdental space until it stops and move back and forth. Move on to the next space and move back and forth, like so, until you have finished between all the interdental spaces. The interdental wood stick is single use only, so you will have to throw that away as well. The last aid I'll be showing you today is called a interdental brush, which can be used by most people, as there are different sizes available depending on the amount of space between your teeth. This is often easier to use than floss. The sizes of the interdental brushes are represented by the different colors of the brushes, like so. And there are different sizes available as well, in this case from size 0 to size 9. You can also use this little handle here to make it easier for you to brush between your teeth. In this case, this model is using a size 3 brush. Begin by moving it into the interdental space and moving in and out of the space like so, and move on to the next space. And continue until you have finished with all the spaces. These last 3 days to 2 weeks, and they are washed and reused until the bristles deteriorate. Remember, with all these techniques, focus on removing the plaque near the gum line and between your back teeth, because people will often miss these areas. Also, make sure not to insert or move the aid or floss too aggressively, as this may cause trauma to the gums.